Students, trigonometry is a very useful branch of mathematics, and it gives answers to questions like how far is the ship from the seashore, what will be the height of this tree or height of a tower, etc. And this trigonometry is useful in different branches of engineering, astronomy, navigation, etc. So we use word polygon. Polygon. Gon means sides. Poly means many. Many-sided figure is polygon. Hexagon means six-sided figure. So that way trigonometry uses a word GONA or GON. So that's what it is. Now page number 102 and 103, I request you to read those different simple terms related to right angle triangle. As you can see over here, go through them. They are very easy to understand. In figure 8.7, triangle PQR is right side opposite to angle P. Now these can be asked in activity based questions also, 1 mark or 4 like this for 2 marks. Okay, then come to page 103. On page 103 also something very simple is given. So it's another triangle. Then what are these ratios called as? Opposite side upon hypotenuse, sine B. Just read it. Okay. So there is one term here. Sometimes we write measures of acute angles of right angle triangle. Now which are the acute angles of right angle triangle? Now suppose this is triangle ABC. This is right angle. So the other two angles A and C become acute angles. They are less than 90. They are denoted by Greek letters called theta, alpha or beta. So theta and alpha we have used, one more is beta. So these are Greek letters. And these ratios, sine, cos, tan, opposite side upon hypotenuse, adjacent side upon hypotenuse, opposite side upon adjacent side. And this was your exercise. Okay, so this is the beginning. I told you there are 6 ratios and I am just telling you 3 ratios. Fine. So once you know these 3 ratios, it is very easy to understand the other 3 ratios. Okay, so practice on these 3 ratios very well. And 8.1 is entirely based on only first 3 ratios. Therefore I have not mentioned further other 3 ratios. Now next part is relation among trigonometric ratios. Now relation among trigonometric ratios, girls, we have already done one relation. Remember what was that relation? That was the relation between sine, cos and tan. So these are various relations. So I have done with you sine theta upon cos theta is equal to tan theta. This relation we have done. Then the other relations we will see. There is a relation between sine and cos. Okay, so these relations we will study now. So this is the relation between sine and cos. Sine theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. Let's take an example. Sine 30 degrees. Theta is 30 degrees, suppose. Then it will be equal to cos 90 minus 30. Therefore, sine 30 degrees will be equal to cos how much? 60 degrees. So we have got a relation and a sum based on that relation. Very, very simple. So this is the relation between sine and cos. Exactly other way around is the cos and sine relation. Here it will be cos and here it will be sine. Okay. So cos theta is equal to sine 90 minus theta. Suppose theta is equal to 40 degrees. So cos 40 degrees is equal to sine 90 minus 40. So therefore cos 40 degrees is equal to sine 50 degrees. That's it. So this is a new set of relation between sine and cos. So we have learnt a relation between sine, cos and tan, and these two are other relations which are relating sine as well as cos. In no way will you consider sine theta is equal to cos theta. No, they are not equal at all. But this is a relation between them. Please observe. And sums based on that are so very easy. So it's all very, very simple. In geometry, I think this is the simplest chapter, and that's why it is favorite one, isn't it? Okay. So I have already given you the homework. You will do that homework, and next week we will go more in depth with this trigonometry chapter. But till then, do not forget what we have done. All the ratios and the relation between angles and ratios. Okay, that's all. We'll stop here. Thank you.